If I think about everything that there is to still do in the yard, I'm gonna get overwhelmed. I've tried to map out my dependencies in the yard. What is my critical path? What are the things that need to be accomplished first of all? Being back here, it's kind of hard for me to really focus on completing one task because I find different things that I could do along the way in relation to other tasks. So I'm gonna be updating my progress. Let's continue to get this yard ready for spring planting. My name is Shani. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I garden in Zone 7B in the southeastern United States, as well as Zone 8A here in North Carolina. My last frost date is April 10th. Today is March, what day is that? Oh my God. 7th, March 7th. So let's get going. Hi, honey. Get some mulch out. Okay, watch out. I had mistakenly said in one of the last videos I did about creating the fence along here, I said that I used T-posts, and I actually used U-posts. You know how I found out? It was because I ordered T-posts and I received T-posts. These are very different from U-posts. Please know that now I know that a T-post is actually a T-post and a U-post is something completely different. Because I wanted U-posts and I can't stand the white tips on them. Why do they put white tips on them? If you know, let me know. And that's my preference. I'm gonna spray paint them black. This pile has been here since October. Apologies in advance for my heavy breathing into the microphone. Whew, so much work. Happy to do it though. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna do with a lot of this mulch too. Since I park over here in this area, it gets really muddy. The grass doesn't grow very well. I'm going to create a mulch pathway that comes up here. I'll take these out so that I could use them in the backyard. And that way it'll reduce the amount of grass that we need. And then I might be able to put some plants lining the pathways eventually. Not so much this year, but I just have a better defined space. I decided to put the mulch down before I make the additional beds for the cut flowers because when I originally laid these beds out, I laid them on top of the existing mulch. If I put the beds down first, they're gonna be a lot lower than everything else. So I wanna try to get everything to the same height, and then I'll clear out the mulch once I decide how I wanna configure the bed over here. I don't actually know how I'm gonna do this yet because the shape is a little odd over here. I am going to paint these black too, but I'm not as worried about that now. Just want to get them all in the ground so I could get the compost distributed. If I make it go all the way down, am I going up to the fence line with this? I don't want the bed to be so wide that I can't tend to it. What if you come in? This would line up with this. Here's what I'm gonna do. Ow! Lines up with that. Hi. I have learned my lesson in the past with making beds too wide. 3 feet. Might be controversial, but I'm making the choice to go straight up to this 2x6 with my compost. I might actually make this a little seating area over here. Come over and have my coffee. I take that on the outside, this on the inside. Okay, I have this little piece right here. I can extend the bed in the back. In the last video, I put in the bed for the watermelon. I needed to extend the bed just so I could have a little more of a walkway. This is actually the perfect amount of walkway space that I can leave for myself. So I think I'm going to attach this in the back. And I have plenty of mulch left to actually mulch that area. Let's try these first. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to end up planting over here. It's gonna go from this bed to that one. I'm a little bit concerned because these are staggered. I'm gonna see if I have to cut one. I have an angle grinder just in case I do have to cut one. Really hope not. There we go. Let's see, do we have a straight line if we go like this? I might have to cut it. I could go closer to the center. Unless it's gonna be too narrow if I do it like that. I don't really wanna cut this. Okay, this is awkward. Ah! Whoa. Oh, that's gonna be so cool looking. Oh, damn. Is that too tall? Okay, that's better. Now it's leaning. It's gonna block the sunlight if I do it like this. There's not gonna be enough sunlight. The afternoon sun is from that direction. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna configure this. Okay, it's all fucking trial and error. Ooh, okay. So listen up. So I extended this bed a couple months ago. I'm gonna take this trellis, use it in this bed right here, and have it going over this way, and then extend this so that it's all part of the garden area, and fill this in with mulch. I could try this. This is unwieldy, not easy to do alone. This is a major pivot from what I wanted to do before, but sometimes I leave a lot of room for things to change. I'm wondering too, for continuity, I'll probably try to have this be the same distance as this, which will mean that I'll have a lot more space over this way, because if I put watermelon in here, it grows. Again, I spend most of my time moving things out of my way. Do you actually do that too? Or am I the only one? Plus like 8 inches. Right here. Is that a snake? Well, you wanna see? Don't worry about me. Okay, let's leave him alone. Let him live in peace. Okay, let's do this kind of right, somewhat right, not like a schlub. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. Go back. Even it out a bit more. Should I just go? Like, it doesn't have to be in here. Let's do this. Because I don't have any bracing on this bed, this actually is much better. There we go. That makes it fun. I'm gonna put these in here at an angle. Right now, I'm exhausted and I have to go get ready to head out. Well, I'm still jumping around here. Look at that. I like it. I'm extending the garden bed all the way out here. That's gonna look really good. Okay. Okay, well now that's weird. Okay, this is dumb. I'll probably be the only one who notices, but I don't care. I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. Because the cattle panel trellis is so large and I don't expect for just one bed of tomatoes to take up this whole thing. Now that might be naive of me to think that's not gonna happen, but I do wanna put small bed right here so I can have some stuff growing up this way for over here. But I'm not gonna worry about that yet because I keep adding stuff to my list. Move these out. Okay. Where is the best place gonna be? Come here, guys. Oh, this is gonna be so nice to clean up these lines and not have all these weeds. it is daylight savings time and I've been building the fence. I am, oh, yes, yes, and yes, yes.